Hello, and welcome to lesson 10 of 10 on our Critical and Creative series. Today we will focus on the ALoU tool. As mentioned in previous lessons, effective problem solving relies on the combination of critical thinking and creative thinking. And as we move through problem solving and decision making and ideas, both of these critical and creative thinking strategies work together to help us solve problems and come to our desired solution. Today's tool is a critical tool, and as a reminder, critical thinking focuses in on the best ideas. So it really helps us take a look at the different options that we have generated and then moving forward into that decision making so that we can focus on the best idea. When we are working in critical thinking, we do apply the principle of affirmative judgment. And what that means is we are thorough and positive in our thinking. We follow a plan using focusing tools, and today we're going to explore the ALoU. We keep our eyes on the goal. Using a focusing tool really helps us match what the funnel and the target image is showing us. The top of the funnel is really big, all those ideas come in, and then moving through the thinking tool that we're exploring, only that very best targeted idea comes out in the end. And then even though we are still in a decision-making phase, we do want to be sure that we're keeping our eyes open to anything else that might crop up to a new and unusual possibility that perhaps we haven't thought of before. Here are the tools we've explored in this 10-lesson series: evaluation matrix, the sequencing of short, mid and long-term goals, the PCA, the paired comparison analysis, hits and hotspots, and our final critical tool in this series, the ALoU. So here is a blank chart of what the ALoU looks like. And typically it is a good tool to use when you have a small amount of ideas to try to solve. So 3 to 5 options would probably be the maximum for using this tool. So the A stands for advantages. What are the advantages of this idea? The L and the little O stands for limitations. So the limitations might be those barriers that prohibit this solution from being chosen, but then we also want to focus on the little o, and that's how might we overcome those. So even though we're identifying possible barriers, we really want to think ahead and say, okay, well, what can we also do to overcome those? And then the U is unique features. What makes this idea really stand out? And that might look differently for each idea. So let's take a look at how does the ALoU help us in future problem solving. One of our components is community problem solving, where students work on a community issue. So they find an issue in their community and they go through the problem solving process to actually identify what they will take action on, and then they actually take action. So as an example of how the ALoU works, let's just go ahead and practice it on 2 possible ideas for a community problem solving project. The first project idea we'll take a look at is a project on raising awareness for deforestation. So what are some advantages? Here's one example. I'm sure we'd have many more if we spent more time on this. One example would be the community is in need of more trees. We can plant saplings, okay? Saplings are pretty inexpensive and pretty easy to do with just a little hand shovel. But what are some limitations of this project? Well, government plans that include cutting down trees for projects may not agree with the work. They might feel like, you know, we have progress to make, we have plans in place, but what we could do as a team is share our findings and try to work with these groups to prove that planting saplings in areas of new construction would be really good for the environment. What's a unique feature? We could connect with Earth Day coming up, our next Earth Day in 2021, to really take our project on social media and share that for a bigger impact. So we've taken a look at a project. Of course, if we had more time, we would really go more in depth. The next project is an idea to help senior citizens learn technology. So what are some advantages to this? As we know, senior citizens are historically disconnected many times if they are homebound or in a nursing home. And now that's happening more than ever before due to COVID. And they really do want to learn tech skills to keep in touch with their friends and family. So that's an advantage. It's a real need and it's a new need. A limitation might be that visiting nursing homes may be difficult due to COVID. We might not be able to actually take our team there and sit one-on-one with some of our senior citizens and show them how, Zoom works or FaceTime or anything like that. So what could we do to overcome that limitation? We could share the tips via Zoom. Of course, we would need agreement and help from the nursing home administration. What are some unique features? Maybe we could reach out to Google or Zoom as corporations and see what they might like to do to support our project. So then what we would do as a team is we would go through, we would really explore each aspect of the ALoU for each one of these projects and use this tool to help us make a decision on what project we were going to do this year. I do hope that this video series has been helpful for you and will also help you find success in Future Problem Solving Program International. Thank you for joining us.